everybody. This is Melissa, your free range psychic. Today is November 26, 2023. I hope everybody who celebrates American Thanksgiving had a great Thanksgiving. And today I am going to do a past life reading on Hakeem Jeffries. I was so fascinated to hear what my guides told me, or how they guided me to Alexander Hamilton being the possible reincarnation. Now, I want to remind people that I do get my information from my guides, and although they are never wrong, I could be wrong because I'm a human being. Maybe I heard them incorrectly or whatever. But so take it all with a grain of salt. This is just what I heard from my guides, or I thought I heard from my guides, and you can be the judge. I'm going to use the Ciro Marchetti Gilded Tarot for the reading, and then we're getting an oracle card from Stacey DeMarco's Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, and I am going to just reiterate the blurbs that were at the beginning in the intro, not go too much into depth. There's so much information on these guys, and I'm sure that those of you who saw the Hamilton musical know all about it, or those of you who are fans of Alexander Hamilton. And I would really appreciate any information or observations, whatever, any comments you want to make. I read all of them, and I learn so much and learn a lot. So Hakeem Jeffries was born August 4th, 1970. He's an American politician and attorney who has served as the House Minority Leader and leader of the House Democratic Caucus since Nancy Pelosi stepped down in 2023. He has been the U.S. representative for the New York 8th Congressional District since 2013. He was a member of the New York State Assembly from 2007 to 2012. Born and raised in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York. Alexander Hamilton was born either 1755 or 1757, they're not sure, January the 11th, and he died July 12th, 1804, was an American military officer, statesman, and founding father who served as the first Secretary of the Treasury from 1789 to 1795, worked for many years with George Washington in various positions. He was born out of wedlock in Charleston, Neviston. Hamilton grew up in poverty, but orphaned as a child, taken in by a prosperous merchant. That's a whole story there, right? So one of the interesting, or I don't know if I should say interesting, maybe tragic, but fascinating just the same. Details of Hamilton's life was that he died defending his honor in a duel with Aaron Burr. So Aaron Burr had been vice president under Thomas Jefferson, and Hamilton and Burr had been longtime enemies. I'm not sure, but I think it started when Aaron Burr ran against his father-in-law for U.S. Senate and won. But Aaron Burr seems to be a really, I don't know, just a nasty character. He would have been at home in the current GOP, I tell you. He seems to use all kinds of underhanded methods, and he doesn't seem to care who he hurts. And Hamilton and Burr are really end up being mortal enemies for years, actually. And I think it comes to a head when Hamilton plays a part in Aaron Burr not being able to win his races for governor and also Senate. And he begins to really spread a lot of, do a smear campaign, I should say, against Hamilton. And Hamilton is insulted to the point where, oh no, it's the other way around. I'm sorry. Burr says he's insulted by Hamilton's campaign against him. I'm sorry, and Burr is the one who proposes a duel, and then he shoots Hamilton in the chest and kills him. And somehow that's legal at that time, and they're battling for their honor. And tragically, several years before, his son Philip dies in a duel, also defending his father's honor, in the same spot, the same location where actually Hamilton dies. Burr himself, he ends up being an insurrectionist of sorts. He wants to form an independent country or state, I think somewhere near the Mexican border, and he's arrested for treason, but he somehow gets away with it on a technicality, moves out of the country, and then comes back and dies in obscurity in 1836. So there's that story, that offshoot. So let's get to the reading. The subject card that both Hakeem Jeffries and Alexander Hamilton share is the Chariot, and this is their lives' fundamental for bringing forth progressive change and bringing humanity, bringing America, but bringing humanity forward in terms of democracy. And of course, Hamilton's a founding father, and Jeffries is a minority House Speaker. And this is their lives of service and being fearless in bringing about change for the good, for humanity. Above is the Ace of Pentacles. This is fundamental change coming through in policy and legislation, in law. In the past, this is justice, and both of them are servants of justice. They're bringing about change in this way, but they're also outspoken truth speakers, and of course that gets Hamilton in trouble, but nonetheless he cannot, Hamilton cannot be quieted, because this is who he is serving, and obviously Jeffries has got the same muse almost, and Jeffries, he's an attorney, right? Justice, but he's fighting for justice, equality. Justice for all, I should say. Underneath is the Knight of Wands. So these are leaders for change. People will follow them. People will be galvanized by them, brought together by them to move for change. And if you can imagine this this Knight of Wands at the head of an army, he's like, onward, follow me, and this is the light. He's lighting the way, and he's not afraid. In the future, the Eight of Pentacles. So this is Alexander Hamilton, up to his death, involved in continuing to sculpt, to work on our democracy. And this is Hakeem Jeffries as House Speaker. And I think the guides, I hear them saying soon to be majority House Speaker, working for the Democratic Party and repairing the Congress so that it can do what we want it to do, what it needs to do, which is I'm saying what it needs to do for the Democrats, which I am one, to bring funding, to give a financial foundation for a realization of President Biden's plans for his bills. The clarifying card is the Knight of Pentacles. These are both men, Hamilton and Jeffries, bringing in fundamental change. Hamilton as a founding father, Hakeem Jeffries as someone who is the leader of the Democratic Congress that is bringing in these necessary and fighting for these necessary bills that we want passed. And then continuing that theme, this is the Knight of Pentacles, and these are men who do bring about fundamental changes, and are men who have left and will leave enduring legacies that allow us to continue striving to reach our highest manifestation of a democracy. So that is my reading on Hakeem Jeffries as a possible reincarnation of Alexander Hamilton. And if you see more comparisons, let me know, or even if they're contrasts or whatever. I'm so interested in what you have to say about the juxtaposition of these two potential incarnations that are being connected. There's so much here that I feel like I'm missing. I'm missing a lot because there's just too much to talk about. But I think this is the gist of it. Okay, the Oracle card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck that the guides have chosen for us is attraction. You can be magnetic to others and attract the good things in life. You can repel what you no longer wish to attract. Be ready for opportunity. Avoid extremes that might cause negative imbalance in your body or mind. Think of connections greater than yourself. I can attract what I wish, and I can repel what I do not. Attraction. Okay, you guys, that is my reading on Hakeem Jeffries and Alexander Hamilton. I wanted to remind everybody that I'm still around for personal readings. I read on past lives, anything in the present. I love to introduce you to your guardian angels, and I can do mediumship. My information is below in the description box or at the end of the musical interlude, which I really hope you stick around for. Please like, share, and subscribe. That really helps me out on the algorithm for YouTube. I love you. I will see you next week. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.